Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to get this look right here. It's just a rose gold smoky eye that I think is perfect for summer or date night or anything like that. I think it's super easy to achieve, and I use a mixture of both drugstore and high-end products so you can get an idea of what I like to use. So if you want to see how I was able to get this look, then just keep watching. We're going to start by priming our face with the Smashbox primer water. Just drown your face in that and let it dry. And next we're going to be using this Maybelline Matte Fit Me Poreless Foundation. I love this foundation, especially if you are warm toned and you are oily. So this is going to matte your skin, and you can find this at any drugstore for like $6, which is awesome. I'm just dotting this all over my face. I find that dotting instead of putting it straight on your brush will help blend it easier and make it so you don't have cake face. The brush I am using to blend this into my skin is from Geek. It's a buffer brush, and I'll link that website down below. Their brushes are fairly inexpensive, and having the right tools when it comes to makeup seriously makes the biggest difference, so I highly suggest you get some good brushes. Next, we're going to conceal our face. I really like using the Age Rewind concealer from Maybelline. I believe this is in the color Fair. And I just put this in a triangle under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, on my chin, and on my forehead. The reason why we're doing this is because when you put foundation on, it makes a clean slate on your face and it takes all of the natural coloring away. So we want to highlight our skin in these areas to just brighten our face, and so we don't look like we lost all of our color. So I'm blending this out using a beauty blender. These things are seriously a lifesaver. They are expensive, but they do have some cheaper alternatives at Ulta, so go and check those out. Using that same beauty blender, I'm going to dip that into some Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm just going to set all of the places that I concealed. You always want to make sure that you do creams before powders, because the powder is going to set those creams and stop them from moving throughout the day. This powder is a little pricey, but it is a game changer. It will make your skin literally look flawless, so I really love this powder. And I'm just going to take a brush and dip it in. I'm going to set my whole face. This is just going to help with blending in other products later. Next, I'm going to take Hoola Bronzer by Benefit. I'm going to be using another Makeup Geek brush. This is a blush brush, but I use it for contouring and bronzing. So I'm just going to suck in my cheeks and like a fish, and I'm going to trace that area where your cheekbone is, making sure that you are blending, and you want to make sure you're using a light hand. Blending out your contour is so important so you just don't have a line down the side of your face. Make sure you are blending upwards, not downwards. Blending upwards is going to give your face a lift. Blending downwards will do the opposite. So we're just going to be doing that to both sides and blending that out until there's no harsh lines. We're also going to take that same bronzer up onto our forehead and blending that in with the hairline. Like I said earlier, when you put foundation on, it takes all of that color out of your face. So by bronzing, we're putting that color back in. So putting this on the tops of your forehead will make shadows and make your face look slimmer. Next, I'm going to be adding blush. I'm using a blush from Wet n Wild, and this is a brush from Morphe. I'll list it down below. These blushes from Wet n Wild are only like $3, and they are awesome. I've tried high-end blushes, I've tried low-end, and this is as good as it's gonna get from the drugstore. They just add a perfect amount of color and they're very pigmented. So really great product. If you see them at the drugstore, seriously get every color you can find. For the eyes, I'm going to be taking this shade from Makeup Geek called Creme Brulee, and I'm just going to take that color on a Morphe M441 brush and place that in the crease. I'm going to be using windshield wiper motions, just blending that back and forth until there are no harsh lines. The next shade I'm going to be using is called Caramel. This is from a eyeshadow palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, but you can actually just buy these eyeshadows in singles. So I'm just going to be taking that on the same brush and blending that back and forth in the crease. This shade before was just a little too pink for me, so this color is just going to make it a little bit warmer. The next color I'm using is from Makeup Geek as well. It's called Barcelona Beach. It's a cool gray tone. I'm just going to be taking this on a Sigma E25 brush and placing this in the outer portion of the eyelid. I'm not going to bring it as far in as I did with the past two colors. This is just going to give depth to your eye. And the key with smoky eyes is to just add a little bit of color at a time. So just build up the color until you like the shade it's at. The next shade I'm using is from Loreal. This is in the shade Amber Rush. It is a gorgeous rose gold pigment, and I'm just using my finger to apply this to the eyelid. I love this color. It just adds the perfect amount of shine to the eyelid. Next, I'm going to be picking up one of the blending brushes that I used before with no additional product. I'm just going to blend that color into the crease. I'm going to be taking another Makeup Geek eyeshadow in the shade Mocha, and with the Morphe E22 brush, I'm going to place this color into the crease. I really take my time to blend this out, and I just continue to add more color until it gets to the shade I want. I did get a little bit of fallout, so I'm just going to be taking my brush and wiping that fallout away. Next, on a Morphe M432 brush, I'm going to pick up a little bit more of that shade Mocha and smudge that under the lower lash line. I really like using eyeshadow instead of eyeliner on the lower lash line. It's just not as harsh and looks more diffused. Next, I'm going to be picking up the shade Creme Brulee on an E18 brush, and I'm just going to be blending that Mocha shade out. Next, I'm going to be taking this Wet n Wild liquid eyeliner and applying this to the top lid. I'm just going to be adding a very thin line, mostly to just help hide the band of the false lashes we're going to be adding later. Next, I'm just going to be adding a few coats of mascara. The mascara I'm using is Tarte's Lights Camera Flashes mascara. It's my all-time favorite, but I'm not going to be caring too much about what my lashes look like because we are going to be putting on falsies. The eyelashes I'm going to be using today are Ardell Wispies. You can find these at any drugstore. The trick to getting your eyelashes on is to wait until the glue gets tacky. So once you put the glue on the lash band, just let it dry for a little bit and then place it in the middle of your eyelash with some tweezers and then secure it on the outer corner and then secure it on the inner corner. This will really help your eyelashes look more natural. And I know it looks really uncomfortable, but I go through with a pair of tweezers and I just squeeze my natural lashes to the false lashes. I went ahead and put my other fake eyelash on off camera. It was a little too difficult for me to put on in my tiny mirror. So next I'm going to be putting some mascara on my lower lashes. To add an inner corner highlight to the eyes, I'm going to be taking the shade Shimma from Makeup Geek on a small definer brush from the brand Real Techniques. You can find these at Ulta. They're pretty cheap brushes and they work way well. Adding this inner corner highlight will really make your eyes pop. Next is time for cheek highlight. I'm going to be taking Becca's Opal highlighter and placing that on the tops of my cheek with a Morphe M501 brush. I'm going to be taking a little bit and dabbing that on the tip of my nose and down the bridge of my nose. This will just bring a lot of attention to those areas and make your skin seem really bright. I'm going to be spraying my face with a few sprays from MAC Fix Plus. This is a big must-have product for me. To finish off the look, I'm going to be adding Too Faced Melted Lipstick in the shade Nude. I'm going to be placing that all over my lips. Any nude lipstick will work. And to finish off this look, I'm just going to be adding some lip gloss from the brand Buxom. This is in the shade Hot Toddy. And that is the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.